Hello mathematicians, hope in this video and getting a little bit of practice you can say I can calculate the experimental probability of a compound event given the results of an experiment. Let's look at an example here. So it says a food truck serves ribs and records the order size and sides on their orders as shown in the table. What is the experimental probability the next order is for a full rack and french fries? So we're looking for a full rack of ribs and french fries. So we can see right here that this is the size, so either a half rack or a full rack, and these are all of the sides. So we're looking for one that is a full rack of ribs and is french fries. That would be this number right here. This is what we're looking for, is a full rack of ribs and french fries. So this right here is 50 orders with a full rack of ribs and french fries. So remember, our probability is equal to the favorable outcomes over the total outcomes. So there were 50 favorable outcomes. So our probability would be 50 over the total amount of outcomes. So we would add up all of these numbers right here, and that would be our total amount of outcomes. So let's just do that right over here on off to the side. So the total amount of outcomes, we go 27 plus 35 plus 48 and 32. And let's just do this row for now. Let's just add those up, and then we'll add the other one up at the end. So there was 142 orders with just a half rack. And now let's do the full rack. So we go 11 plus 20 plus 50 plus 52. So we had 133 orders for the full rack of ribs. So now we'd add those two together. So we go 142 plus 133, and that would give us 275 total orders. So it was total of 275. So the probability would be 50 over 275, and we can go ahead and simplify this. 50 ends in a 0, 275 ends in a 5, so we can divide them both by 5, so we'd get 10. So off the side over here, let's do 275 divided by 5. And 5 doesn't go into 2, but it goes into 27 5 times, which goes 25, bring down the 5, and 5 again. So we get 55 right here. And we can see we can simplify this again by dividing both of these by 5 once again. So we get 2 over 11. And that would be our probability as a simplified fraction. We can also convert this into a decimal or a percentage if we were want. So 2 over 11 would be our probability that next order would be for a full rack of ribs and french fries. So that is it for video. But for watching this and getting a little bit of practice, you can say, I can calculate the experimental probability of a compound event given the results of an experiment.